Jake on the mic. Into somewhere tonight. We slug the clips. We call the fight. From news to preview to one way you review. If it hits the ring, we brought it to you.
All right, time for some toasty fun. Oh, oops. Ah! Yeah, that's the stuff.
Till the final 10. Three count, drama, close call, eyes on every run. Loud takes, heartbreaks till the next one comes. Ropes like lines of conflict, crowd in my veins. Every match gets measured, every win leaves stains. No matter the hurt, here pushing through till I'm down in the dirt. Into somewhere, Jade, take me there. I don't need safe, I need the fight. One more take, one more night. If it gets rough, I'll stay in frame. Jake says go, I say the name. Into somewhere, Jake, take me there. Into somewhere, say it if you dare. Down and rise again into somewhere till the
Welcome to Into Somewhere, and if you don't subscribe, then you are cursed.
We're live! We are indeed cursed! What's going on, ladies and gents? Jake, aka Countdown Ended. That's right, it's a SmackDown review. Better late than never. Glad to have you all here. Now we've got some monitor. Oh boy. We were live on the NXT review, then we were live on a random review, but now we've got it loaded into the SmackDown review. I forgot my side light over here. We were late for a plethora of reasons. I'm sorry. Nate said it's because I'm poor, but that's the truth. The real reason is because I'm lazy. No, we had no internet last night, so I do apologize, but we did catch up on SmackDown. And then, of course, I did the most important thing ever. Like, seriously, the most important thing that everybody needs to do right now. And that's welcome Cody on 8316.
Hell yeah!
I went and found
How are
him.
y'all doing? Am I coming in clear?
Yes, you were hiding in the
Am I coming in
laundromat, and I don't know why you were hiding in the dryer at the laundromat again, but I told you it's a little weird. I don't know if you're just trying to smell the clean clothes or
No. I thought you said to do an interview in the dryer.
No. Oh God, I said that when you go ahead and do it, I want you to act like a big buyer, like, you know, you've got some power, some money, you know. I was euphemistic.
Oh.
We got this, all right? If you're trying to sniff things, just let me know. I can ship some stuff your way. My wife.
Why would you have me do an interview in the laundromat anyway?
Exactly. See, brain power. I wouldn't put you in there. We'd have you in the basement. Hopefully everybody's doing well. It is the SmackDown review. I know, you were forced to attack me, Nate, by Cody. You were blackmailed into beating the shit out of me when I was on the streets yesterday begging for money. It happens.
You believe him?
And, yeah, I do. I figured I know what you're up to at this point. I mean, I had my usual sign. I'm outside the Raw review, and then you just send him after me. You're like, Nate, come to find out, the Liv Morgan you were also talking to is not real. It's Cody. And unfortunately, we have those embarrassing photos, so you need to go ahead and beat the shit out of Jake. Here's the proof.
Oh, shit.
I found the button that makes it big without me having to do anything. Look. Bam. Woo. Very upsetting. I even had my popcorn. I was like, you know, I'll fill your cup if you fill mine, but I know, soft, supple. That's why we usually use the, the curtain. People can use their imagination. What do we think of our AI Danhausen intro? That made me chuckle like a son of a gun. When we talked to my rep over at YouTube earlier this week, he was like, why don't you go ahead and, include X amount more time in the matches, like the actual stuff? And then I was like, how much do you know about copyright? He's like, oh yeah, great point. I was like, it's funny how I watched Maven, who I really enjoy. Funny enough, I'm not just saying because he's on YouTube. Like when he was in I Love Tough Enough, I loved his theme song, even though he's not crazy about it. When he first started his YouTube channel, it was like the perfect algorithm refresh. His first video, like right after it went live, came up, and I've been following him since. He's genuine, and you can see that. But point being, he can essentially virtually show the entire Obafemi Brock Lesnar match, all 14 seconds of the entirety of it. But no, really, he's able to show us this great, match. And what does it lead to? Oh boy, no copyright restrictions there. But we show John Cena in GIF form opening a steel chair.
And you can't even see him.
No. Telling you. So they took down our entire Christmas stream from that. 3-second GIF of John Cena opening. Well, it was your fault. You gave me the GIF. I thought it was safe. Still, this is our combination Into Somewhere Weekly meets the one and only SmackDown review. Here's the thing. I hate that it's Fridays. It just happens to always be like just such a busy day and everything. Because SmackDown is now the highlight of wrestling for me. NXT hasn't been quite scratching that itch.
I was about to say the same thing. Remember 6 months ago where we had this whole joke that SmackDown is terrible and like
yeah, but it's gonna.
you
We were like, oh, they're gonna have this great, resurgence, and that was kind of the joke. Like I loved it, and you're like, I love SmackDown. Fuck off, Cody. Even though it wasn't good at all, but yes, supple, sweet, and soft. I had my reasons.
I'm kind of feeling that way towards Raw. I prefer SmackDown over Raw now.
Right. See, and now I prefer
I don't know
Raw
what show you like
over SmackDown.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, the Roman stuff has been like, it's gotten better. It's been top notch, really. I mean, think about all the times you fired me out of a cannon for liking SmackDown, and now I just, look at that. I got Barney there. Bam. He knows SmackDown's good. It's good. So it's funny
Barney in the backyard game.
It's finally to the point where SmackDown is good. And, we've even got you at SmackDown holding your sign. There was that. And what else is...
You called me at SmackDown when I hated it?
Yes. And then Randy Orton and his son. Hears voices, hears nothing.
This is embarrassing.
That one still gets me every time.
What?
Poor Randy Orton Jr. I mean, they've got Randy Orton, they've got Kevin Owens, they've got CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Right there should be good, but you throw in Gunther, you throw in Sami Zayn again, come on. Johnny Gargano in the background laying on a crate is having some of his best work ever. And I'm not even kidding, because I feel like
there's something that's coming out
yes.
Of this, huh?
If not, fuck me, I'm wrong, c'est la vie. But it feels like they're building to something, right? Like there really has to be a magical payoff to this. More than not eating, more than being the glory hole champion of the universe. And that's longer than Bob Backlund had that title too. So I agree, Pico. Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Yeah, Jade did botch, as Liz pointed out a few times in the match with Charlotte. But
people are like, well, why do we call out Jade for botching and you don't call out Becky Lynch for botching? Well, the difference is, I don't know how you feel about Jade Cargill, but I hate to be the one to say it, but Jade Cargill isn't really that good in the ring. She wasn't really that good in the ring in AEW either, and the best thing she can do is quick matches. That's why people are calling her out, because she's done it for so many years now, and she's still not doing good at her job, and they push her like a top talent.
Yeah, that's how we got my favorite, and I mean favorite AEW, not just segment, but promo of all time. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being hyperbolic. I mean this. Jade's debut when Cody is in the ring, and then Brandy coming out and fighting with her, like, hold my earrings, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Like,
who the hell told you tonight was open mic night, bitch?
Like that. That was a bitch that was earned, and Jade got that through. She got it working. So this certainly is a hell of a memory, and that was probably the best Jade ever was. Honestly.
Yeah.
Because
and people are throwing out some cards. That's why
she's had that amazing reign on AEW, what was she, 50 and whatever, and She went up against nobodies and did the Lesnar thing where she did one move. Oh, yeah, she wrestled 50 matches where it was just all squash, matches. And when she actually had to wrestle, that's when it turned into, hey, look at this not working out. WWE tried with her, like she's had good moments, but think about it. When she had the tag match back in 23 or 24 that started all the criticism, and how poorly she did there, and it's like, oh, that was her first match. She'll get better. It's just a little dirty. It's still good. And then you're like, all right, now she injured a few people, and she injured herself, and she's gonna be out a bit. It's just a little burnt. It's still good. And then you're like, oh my God, it's continual. Every single match is just filled to the brim with bullshit. And what upsets me more than anything is her going on this undeserved and ungodly diatribe about how it was basically racist to point out or make fun of her wig having the issue where she showed her head, because black women do not need to explain their hair ever. And she felt, anyone questioning her or pointing it out in that moment was attacking the race of black women as a whole.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's what it always turns into.
So that gets me more than anything else. I mean, that, and I get it was viral and stuff, but it is something because she made it a big deal. And I don't think most people would have even, care. Now it is coming from Ebony Magazine. Let's quickly step in, Cody, to the $10 billion studio.
Here we go.
Oh, I got to work again. Yeah, so ebony.com, of course, is the source we're going to. And Jade Cargill on her viral WWE hair moment and why black women's hair needs no explanation. Cody. You should have seen the black girl grinding on my wife last night, but still.
What about that black guy that's under your...
Well, that too, but no, she
Well, why is he
slid her
under
underwear off and everything. It was legit. She says after a viral... No. This was just the stripper. I'm the husband. After a viral in-ring wardrobe malfunction sparked conversations about black women's hair. No, you had a fucking wardrobe malfunction. You's bald. Your head showed. You chose to wear wigs. It happens. But because she kept paying attention to it and advocated not explaining and celebrating black hair and its cultural significance and why, her hair wouldn't allow her to have all these different styles that she wanted. And that's fine. You could use, so many women wear wigs. Sasha did it forever, but that's why she got called a five-head, because it always crept its way up every time. Wrestling with a wig kind of doesn't work. It's too physical. Yeah. Oh, I don't want anybody touching my hair, pulling my hair. I tell everybody not to touch my hair. But there she is grabbing Alexa by the hair and fucking dragging her across the ring. And then she grabs Charlotte and she takes a fucking handful and twists it when Charlotte has her in the figure eight to get out of it. Like, where's the line? Because I can understand being like, I have implants, don't kick me in the tit, but I don't know, this feels a bit ridiculous. And Jade's like, the wig mishap sparked dialogue on protective styles and how, hey, if you're not able to have the look you want and this is what comes of it, and, this is what happens, this is from Ring Extra here, just so I can try and pull it up. It's not a huge deal. Oh, no. If I was her, I would have been a badass and ripped it off and kept going.
Yeah.
Because her panicking and trying to fix it and being embarrassed, and you're supposed to be this big, bad heel, but yet you can't. And I know everybody has their weaknesses, and I wouldn't want to do a show without my dentures in. That would embarrass me. It would take a lot of donations to make that happen, especially to charity, all right? The Children's Hospital would have to be set for Christmas for any of that to be considered. Where's your name? You're supposed to be on here, too. There you are. But... yeah, it's not a big deal. Should be a hair versus hair match for her and Charlotte, and then they should shave Jade bald in the ring. I think that's the only way to fix this.
What about Mercedes Moné and Jade Cargill in a hair versus hair?
Perfect. Now you're talking. Now we're on to something. Get rid of our extra pyro there. I don't want to charge your entire budget today. Woo!
I don't know if we're just going one by one. Like, did you want to start with the SmackDown review first, or
whatever you prefer to have going on here? Because check this out, I didn't add our new and upgraded logo here. Look at this. See, we got the. Where is it? Oh no, I put in the wrong thing. Where is it? That's not right. I don't want the raw light. I want right here. See where it says fire logo? See that? We got the NXT Fire logo. We had the Raw one. And then, remember, I couldn't figure out where the noise was coming from, the fire noise. It's that. So, check this out. We upgraded. Wabam! We got the new SmackDown one. Look at that. That's pretty fucking fire, right? Yeah.
Yes, not to interrupt your thing here, but Nate wants me to let you know that. You okay? Oh.
Yep, just a little electrocution. We're fine.
Oh,
Sorry.
Don't
Nate
turn out like JD
wanted us to let us know what?
That the North American champion, who is also now an NXT Tag Team champion, is apparently some guy whose name is Miles.
What?
Who?
Miles?
Mark?
No, Miles Bourne.
Mavis Beacon. Gotcha. That was easy.
Shit.
So, yeah.
We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Let's put a poll in the chat. Like, a quick poll. Like, they get the vote. Do we start with weekly or do we start with the SmackDown review? Then we save the other for last.
Start. I can spell. Start. Weekly. SmackDown. There's your poll. Bam, baby. I'm getting faster at it. And whatever we start with, we'll switch off to. Hardo Hearing double champ. That would be great, but I don't know who you're talking about.
What?
Yeah. I mean, what about that AI Danhausen? So my YouTube rep, that's what I started to say earlier, was like, why don't you use more AI? Instead of getting fucked by copyright, he's like, why don't you have like Obafemi and Brock Lesnar beating each other up, and like you could recreate the match in AI. And I'm like, that's not a terrible idea. The problem is there's a good chunk of viewers that are so staunchly object or hate AI, and if they see anything that's even remotely involving it, they're like, fuck this, I'm out. So I get it. I get the sentiment behind it. Some people feel like it's lazy, but a lot of what we've done here is just to fight copyright and to be able to compete with things. And YouTube advertising, when I was working with the rep, that's through Google Ads. They were to set this all up. I kid you not. I'm going to find a way. I'll screenshot this actually, and I will put it up so people can see. But this is why we're flying through subs. This is insane. So when he set up our advertising campaign, this is in total since they started our ads. And I got to send you a couple of these too, just so I have it. There we go. So beautiful. I'll go ahead and add that in now. But yes, since they started our campaign here, they've gone ahead and served our ads total to over 2.15 billion in conversions.
They served our ass?
Our ass indeed has been served. No, so all of everything. Okay, Pico. Everything they we'll get to Pico's picks too. Everything that they've put out. So every time someone searches WWE or WWE News, or we have a chance to come up. So in all of these months that we've had all this, it's basically like a $12 a day conversion. So for all of that, we've been seen 1.38 billion times. And that's why people are noticing, like they're heavy pushing the music. That's really the most of it. So it's pretty cool that that's a stat that many people have even possibly that many people have even skimmed by us is pretty insane. So
you said we're very popular in India, right? India
and Ireland we have a decent subsect of, and as well over in obviously Connecticut, New Jersey, like the Northeast we're pretty big with, but outside international we have a really big subsect in Mexico, in India, and in there's a smaller one in Ireland, but Australia, like New Zealand, Australia, that area. So really cool that we have so many people worldwide hanging out with us.
It's a thong!
People are saying start
Things you
with the
sent me,
SmackDown review, so that's what we're
SmackDown
heading
review.
with.
Okay.
Yes.
There we go.
That's where we're starting. So this,
Friday Night Delight.
my friend, was an excellent episode of SmackDown. Really,
Yes, it was. It was
overall.
really good.
Stuffed to
liked
the
it a
brim
lot.
with story, building up
One
to
of my
what
favorite
might be an
episodes
even
of
bigger
WWE weekly
SmackDown.
programming this year, actually, to be honest with you. And I think it could have been better than most Raws this year.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So,
think SmackDown of the year, no?
what stood here before this? A historical landmark from the 90s, Pico says. I wonder.
Would you say this is SmackDown of the year?
I
So far.
probably. I mean, I would have to look back to be like nitpickish, but Pico sending us Pico's picks. He asked us a conundrum of a question here, saying, "What stood here before this?" It's a historical landmark from the 90s. Is that Good Burger? I don't know. What historical landmark would that be, Pico? You've got me intrigued. I'm curious. Coot knows what's up. It's all about the thongs. So, also, I do want to say genuine, I'm going to reach out to him personally, but well wishes to the one and only, who we haven't talked to in a long time, but he's always in my thoughts and in my mind. Garguts, hopefully everything is going well with you, and I know you're dealing with a lot of medical stuff and starting a new medical journey, so everybody here at Into Somewhere wishes you well, and we are rooting for you, and we hope everything goes great, my friend. And please, I'm going to reach out direct as well, but feel free, crash the show, and let us know how you're doing at any point in time. We'd love to go ahead and, catch up. So please, that would be great. And also, I want to say that I think you're right. I've been looking back through, and it seems like this might be SmackDown of the year. There's really not one that I can, when looking through, like, oh, what was this main event? What was this? What was that? This so far looks to me like this was probably SmackDown of the year.
I would say so. For sure.
Now, in order to have a SmackDown of the year, you have to be doing a lot of things, not just right, but long
here's a
term
question.
right. Yeah.
Did both shows this week have show of the year?
I don't think this was Raw of the year.
Okay,
you're
was
saying
this
what was better?
better SmackDown than any of the Raws this year? Or was there a better Raw than the SmackDown?
I don't think so.
So this
there
would
was
be
a couple of
weekly
really
show
good
of the year.
Raws. I remember one with Punk early on that was really good. I'd have to go back, but yeah, Crackdown of the Deer.
Out of the weekly
SmackDown
shows,
of the
this
year.
might be show of the year. Not talking about PLEs or anything, but
No, yeah. So people are like, oh, if you're not a Cody fan, but there's so much intrigue. And what I think we're going to get, honestly, I know you don't want, but we're not going to get a heel Punk. He's going to just be that arrogant, cocky face, I feel like. I'm the best in the world because I back it up. I do what I do because I is what I is. I truly believe that Cody's going to succumb and break under all the pressure, all the betrayals. Because think about it, Cody, much like myself, has lost many along the way, and often to no reason of his own. He's been virtuous and bold and helpful, and unfortunately doesn't always stand to reason.
Anymore.
I think he needs to vent every single frustration. I'm not the only one to say this. Brian Last has said it. Cornette said it. Solomonster said it. It's not an original thought, but it works because think about how much anger Cody has built up inside. Bring up Tony Khan. Maybe don't mention him by name, but the situations, bring up how you left to become undeniable and they still denied you there. So you had to come back to prove, everything. Getting fucked out of Mania. Yes, you finished the story and it was a great moment, but it was only because the fan support made that happen. I think that you can, imagine him coming out and there is only one royal family. Instead of what do you want to talk about, it's you're going to listen when I have to say, that kind of idea. I can see a full transformation And not just, oh, he's got dark hair kind of thing like it did in AEW. Like, no, like I could see him finally snapping. Every single person he's put an ounce of faith into, whether they've stabbed him in the back, the front, the side, or the cunt, they've done it. And I feel like there is a lot of meat on that bone and a lot of intrigue. Because think about it. Imagine the way fans don't want to boo Randy
I could tell
Orton.
there was a lot of meat on that bone.
You knew it. You knew it.
Oh, we weren't talking about what we did last night?
No. She was grinding on her
anyway,
face. She's like, let me use your shoulders as a footrest.
Now this is awkward. Okay.
I tried to send
Randy
you
Orton.
pictures.
Back to Randy Orton.
Is it bad that my wife is hotter than most of the strippers?
No.
I mean, not bad in that sense, but bad for the establishment. You know, that says something, right?
Are they trying to sue you now?
No, but I think we should open our own club. I think it'd be great. We can incorporate the feet stuff. You know, you could walk on Legos at this part, or you don't have them step on cereal over here.
Then you would eat the cereal afterwards?
If they desire. I mean, we could do the whole feeder thing too. Sure. Get some pacifiers. We can get those adult babies. Now we're tapping into every fetish possible. I think we're on the money. We need to broaden our horizons here at Into Somewhere. Since we already got blamed for nudity and what was it? Sexual content for our SmackDown, or no, our SummerSlam Night 2 review. That was hilarious. AI was the first reviewer, and they saw a shirtless man. I know. Not even. No thong. Just a shirtless man.
Like breaking the fourth wall here. I literally just got this letter in the mail right now because my birthday's tomorrow, and then this church sent me a letter with $10 in it.
Wow. And then do they want you to send back 20?
Probably.
That's usually how that works, but
This ain't some Liv Morgan and Landon Hardwick, some scam they're plotting, huh?
No.
Sure?
It's worse. They want all your money. So, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why
they sent
I'm
money.
retarded. I thought your birthday was the 11th of August, not the 9th. But it is tomorrow. So now we have to go ahead and turn movie night into the Cody Onidi birthday celebration as well. But that or the Raw review. One or the other. I'm a terrible friend because I have the wrong date in mind. But
Boo.
let's see how much of a terrible friend I am. What's my birthday?
September 30th.
Motherfucker. It's the 29th. But see, we were both off by like a day. So we're right there. And then hold on, Liz should be interrupting the show. Streamlabs. See, Liz knew it September 29th. She was the ultimate pro, indeed. But she's just too damn
We were on
good.
the show
That's
together
why.
and we're off on each other's
Hold on, Liz.
birthdays.
We'll get that to play. I don't know why it's not playing. It's being very evil and very not nice. And that makes me very, very sad. But that's okay. By the way, it's December 8th. I got you. My phone just said use face recognition to unlock your phone. I didn't ask you for help, but I'm trying to open Streamlabs. Thank you. Again, Liz said, happy Saturday, happy birthday, Cody. SmackDown was good last night. Yes, it was. I genuinely enjoyed it from top to bottom. And that's what we've been talking about here, how they just have so many powerhouse people. And I truly feel like they're building their younger or underneath talent in the right way. And we'll get that to playlist, don't you worry. But thank you so much. So kind of you. We'll make sure that gets to Cody and we'll give him something for his birthday. Yes, indeed, my friend. Let's see if we hit the button, does it?
Red retard.
Absolutely.
I have anything
There we
against
go.
retarded people because I don't. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of retarded fans out there.
Thank you, Liv. Liz.
Yeah.
Happy Saturday. Happy birthday, Cody. SmackDown was good last night.
Indeed it was. So thank you, Liz. You're too kind. iPhone interrupts
Shout
the
out to
stream.
Liz.
Boop. And then
largest streamer of all
The
time.
movie for Cody's birthday is Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, there we go. It was going to be Scary Movie from the most recent one, but we didn't even get our poll up yet.
Pico would know a thing or two about that, considering
Brokeback.
how he talks in chat. And
I mean, we had our own
does Pico have a
Brokeback.
thing for me?
He might. See,
I
Liz
think
says
he
make sure
clearly
Cody
has
gets
a
the 10
crush on me
bucks.
or something,
Cody
because,
indeed
like,
will
you-
get the money. I am a man of my word. It does happen. He knows that as well. So,
Jake doesn't lie about that kind of stuff.
I do not. We have our own Broken Throne mix of our original here. Let's see if we can pull this up.
Shut up.
Scripted moves, but our love's unscripted. Hearts pinned down, no way to resist it. With me, there's no powder, we'll be
Banging like Brokeback Mountain
into
somewhere.
somewhere where the world fades out. No ropes, no rules, just love, no doubt. Cody, you're the match I've been waiting to fight. Into somewhere, we burn through the night.
That, and you also got my sister pregnant in that other song, but we won't get into that. But yeah, into Brokeback.
Okay,
That's a
how
great release.
If you want to talk about that again, how was I supposed to know? Just because you guys had similar facial features?
She just looks like me with blonde hair, same beard, same
But
boobs.
she had a beard.
Yeah, exactly.
A blonde beard.
Well, I mean, I've been straightening mine. I didn't get to do it today, but works great.
I thought
My
it was a
wife hooked
fake
me
beard.
up
I
with
thought
this
she was
pube straightener.
dressing up as a pirate or something.
Yar. No, I got this pube straightener from my wife, but instead I've been using it as a beard straightener. And you plug it in, you heat it up, and it takes all this crazy wildness, makes it nice and uniform. So all the missing hair up here gets to go ahead and show up down here. Yeah. Look at that. That.
It's beautiful, you know?
Hey, that stripper said I was handsome, all right? I'll take it. Just as handsome as Kevin Owens. This opening is so stacked. Heel Randy Orton, almost as
Kevin
awesome.
Owens is handsome.
He
hot.
is. He's a sexy son of a bitch. No, legitimately, he looks great when he came back. He's svelte. He's slimmed down a bit. I wouldn't want him to be 220 pounds of that wouldn't look right. Have you seen John Goodman?
No.
He lost a ton of weight and he is totally, this went viral, totally unrecognizable. It's insane how drastically different he looks. You remember what he looked like before. Of course, everybody does. One of my favorites, Roseanne, and so many great movies and comedies. I've always been a big John Goodman fan. Honestly, I some of the politics aside, when they did the stuff with the Roseanne, release the re-release of it and getting her out of it over bullshit. But look at him now. What is that? He didn't just get old, unrecognizable. How does that happen? That is something. But that's been viral all weekend. John Goodman it says he's slimmer due to losing over 100 pounds. He cut sugar, works out regularly, and has to be on Ozempic. No doubt about it.
What?
Yeah, Sully from Monsters, Inc. So many great things that he's done. We also are going to play some more Halo this upcoming week with the one and only Jer, so that'll be great. We're going to try and get Cody involved in that as well. This SmackDown starts off. They are in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Xfinity, the irony, Mobile Arena. As we said, it's the 7th, 2026 of August. They're live on Netflix and USA Network. It's Jake and Cody with your SmackDown review.
Yeah!
So they even do a small tribute to Dory Funk Jr. I appreciated that. I'm a big fan of the Funk family. They had a whole nice voiceover. For that, I thought that was a nice little touch. They had commercial free for the first quarter of the show. First 30 minutes. All right. They used it well. Cody comes
Gotta love
out,
it.
and you, sir, are angry. You're
Yes, I
motivated,
am.
but you're angry.
I have
And-
plenty of reason to be.
You do. So everybody's chanting Randy Orton. He's like, what do you want to talk about? They start chanting RKO, and then you get the Cody chant. And he's like, I got great memories from here. And then, of course, I lost to CM Punk over the weekend. And he's like, I'm going to assume that Punk was unaware that Randy was back. I don't think Punk knew, but Punk makes his entrance, grabs the mic, and he's like, hey, if you want to talk about it, let's talk about it. And Cody's like, no, I didn't want to ask you, but I'm going to anyways. Did you know about Randy? And Punk's like, I'm actually hurt because I didn't know, and I'm not happy about it either. So why don't we tear the place apart, go back there and kick his ass together? And Cody declines. And I'm like, see, you're so angry, but you don't want to go and beat the shit out of him? But still, it works. So Cody says, I'm going to find him and do it myself. We also have unfinished business, though. He leaves the ring, and Punk looks at him and says, hey, say when, Cody.
Not us.
Just say when. Us, too. You just say when, you say when.
Oh, yeah, you know it.
Pico said, you want to see something cool? Absolutely.
What?
Do send it our way. And you can thank your closer for the win last night. Yes, you stay up to watch that ending. Indeed so, but excitement all around. So now Kevin Owens comes in and, like Punk said, just say when, and Kevin Owens shows up, and they're immediately going back and forth at each other. You got Nick Aldis running out with the refs trying to calm things down. Everybody grabs a microphone. Punk's like, I don't need you guys out here. I'm a professional. I like that because you can't trust Owens. But Punk's like, I can be calm. All right. So you've got Punk just taking shots, pot shots, hot shots, and straight shots at Owens. You fat. They called me skinny fat. What the fuck are they calling you wearing t-shirt and pants? And Owens like, oh, because I wear shorts when I wrestle? That's your problem? And he's like, I wanted nothing more than to be in this ring for the last 17 months. And I was told, that I may not ever be able to step back in this ring. You know what that does to you? I've been told for 3 years that Punk's a new man.
What does
I
it
don't
do?
believe it. Right? And Owens basically says that I don't think you've changed. I look past you and what Cody said because you're looking past me. You already said say when with Cody, but I'm the number one contender. And they did set up this title match in Montreal, which funny enough was his last match against Sami Zayn 17 months ago. So kind of a great bit of storytelling there.
Really?
Yeah. So he says Punk's a sociopath, and that's what you've always been. These two attacking each other, going after each other, the jaw-jacking, the face-to-face, basically saying that you have impossible dreams, but without it, you'd be working a 9-to-5 that you hate, and trying to get tickets for your family.
Ooh.
That was a hell of a line. And Kevin's
Nice
like,
burn.
well, you know what? I'm grateful for Punk because you showed me exactly what not to be. And your example allowed me to never let this industry turn me into a miserable piece of shit like you. Damn. And now they start shoving. Everybody gets
That was
involved.
beautiful.
But it was perfect. It was
Kevin
everything
Owens'
it needed to
Presence
be.
was missed.
Absolutely. And he's a face here, but he's an asshole. And a good guy that's an asshole is a fun good guy. We don't have many outright belligerent assholes that are also fan favorites and viewed as faces. Owens is in a very great but unique predicament where it can go either way depending on who he's facing in the tone. If he's against a true fan favorite like Punk, he has to pick his words wisely, and he always does. This is why I value Kevin Owens more than Roman Reigns. This is why I value Kevin Owens more than Seth Rollins, because he's able to adapt. He changes
Okay, that's
his
But would you say Roman Reigns doesn't have charisma like some people say?
No, Roman has charisma. Roman has aura. He has ability. the thing is, people are like, Roman's the GOAT, and I can think of, 100 people that are better than Roman in so many different ways.
I think Roman's not the best mic. I think Roman's a good in-ring storyteller. That's why his matches are so. I think he's good at the.
They always wanted Roman because of the look. Vince is stubborn and didn't want to let it go. But it's revisionist history not to remember the failure that was Roman Reigns for like 5 years straight. He main evented 4 WrestleManias in a row while being booed out of the fucking building.
Roman just started getting good.
But here's the thing: Stone Cold, The Rock, Hulk Hogan. Name me a star, and Lesnar. Yeah, he didn't need Paul Heyman. Genuinely, he was shit on the mic, but if he came out there and just said, "I'm going to kill you every time," that's all you needed because he was so unique and a spectacle. He could squawk like a pterodactyl and whatever. It worked. Roman needed Paul Heyman to get his heel character over. It's not blind hatred. It's not a vendetta against Roman. It is a fucking fact. The GOAT.
And we call it out for him too. Like we call out for him too. A certain fan base. We don't just say this about Liv with the catchphrase merchant. We don't just target her. Roman does the same shit, and we call it out the same way and criticize it the same way because he has the same issues when telling promo battle stories. It's just fact.
Absolutely. And Roman needed Paul Heyman. No other talent needed someone else to get them over as a heel. If Roman didn't have Paul during the early days of that heel turn, no one would have believed or bought into it. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I know you agree with me, but genuinely.
You're not wrong.
Where's the lie? That's really what it is. Where the fuck did anyone get off on making Roman this big to-do thing when, hey, he doesn't have it. To me, he never had it. He doesn't. They just wanted him, so they invested so much time that who else would they have given that long of a reign with the belt? Did Roman really need to hold the belt that long? Did he really accomplish anything with that long title run? All of his matches were shit, pretty much. We had some good ones early on, but then they got dependent on the bloodline.
His matches just started getting good, and like just the last few years.
Not even the last few years, the last few months, when he hasn't used the bloodline recently. Everything after War Games, where he's been on his own, has been good.
He's finally having some good matches.
Taking on Seth, taking on Punk, taking on Jacob.
Okay, what match is better? People keep debating that. The Punk and Roman match at Mania or the Seth and Roman match at SummerSlam?
Ooh, that Seth match was really good. But that has a lot of recency bias, too. I would probably like to say the Seth match maybe ekes out the Punk one just a little bit because their story...
I think just because that history there makes it a little better,
yes,
right?
exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. The story, the Shield history added to it all is where Punk, they were just like, oh, you're old. You're 3 years older than me, but you're old, And
so I think thanks to the Shield thing, like the Seth and Roman edges out a little better.
Liz is like, sure, whatever. Pico's got a team. The Bad News Bears. I like how they're on SmackDown paying attention to their, not just their champions, but the younger talent, the newer talent. Like they're making people feel established. They're making people matter. What is Javon Evans doing on Raw? Yeah, he's getting wins, but does it matter over Ethan Page? That should be a big deal.
Talking about like younger stars like Roxanne Perez, like helping, like a faction helping her out. Javon Evans doesn't need to be the goofy baby face. Like,
no,
I think it would help him maybe.
It would behoove him to be serious.
I think it would help him maybe if he went into like a faction to build him up as a next top star, because Paul Heyman said, like, if he's not a big marquee star in the next few years, then we fumbled the bag there. So what do you do to get him to where he needs to be? Is he fine with his character now, or does he need a more serious character? Like, what do you think would work for someone like Javon Evans?
Nate's acknowledging Milo. Yes, indeed, you loudmouth. But that's the thing. You're not wrong. And look at, I know people are saying, oh, bullshit. look at the way that they have introduced and handled people on SmackDown compared to Raw. We'll get into the Tatum Paxley thing. A lot of people thought she would go with Lyra, but they want Tatum as a face. So going with Lyra right now is not at all the trajectory they have. They can keep Lyra as crazy and make her a face eventually, but why ruin everything that they have going with the heel work? You can have Tatum try to save her maybe. I don't know. But still, when they debuted Tatum Paxley, when and where did they do it? As the fucking main event on SmackDown. What does that say? This is an important big deal. You need to pay attention to this
They
individual.
obviously view her well, right? Because if they're going to have her main event the show and debut in the main event, that shows you something. And you could have easily had CM Punk and Kevin Owens confrontation main event the show. You could have easily had Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton's confrontation main event the show, but they let Tatum Paxley do it.
You could have had Baron Corbin and Trick Williams.
You
could have had Fatal Influence's tag match. Yeah.
Yep. Like they decided to bypass all that because Tiffany and Chelsea Green are two of their main champions on that brand, but they still bypass them to put Tatum Paxley in the main event. So that tells you all you need to know, that they value her as a big star. And people were complaining about it, saying she should be on Monday Night Raw. I think she might be better on SmackDown, to be honest with you, because I think she's just going to get lost in the sauce on Monday Night Raw because there's literally nobody for her to feud with. So I think Monday Night Raw wouldn't have been good for her at all, or you would have seen her not on TV at all, because there's like 3 people now that they probably will even value on Raw, and that's Liv, Becky, Stephanie, right? That's what you're going to get with the woman for the most part.
You nailed it.
And she's not joining the Judgment Day
on SmackDown or on Raw desperately, but SmackDown is the better place for them to go.
Actually, really feud with right now, because the Judgment Day is already feuding with Soul and Becky and Stephanie. So
I guess they could. Yeah, you know, what are you gonna? You can't have 4-on-3, so she'd be the odd woman out. Her and Lyra doesn't make sense unless they feud. Like, oh, I'm trying to save you.
We'll get better opportunities right now on
SmackDown. Yeah,
SmackDown. Yeah,
but they made it feel. I was lucky that it wasn't spoiled for me. So the lights went out with Alexa, and I'm like, oh, she pulls out the Lily doll, does the pain thing, and I'm like, fuck, here we go.
Wait,
it's
Puppet City. Go with a truck by your house with a speaker saying, Jade, Tatum Paxley has debuted on Friday Night SmackDown in the main event with Charlotte and Alexa.
Thankfully, the only one that got spoiled at all was the only person that was home. So, yeah, everybody else, like myself, and I wasn't home. I didn't have any internet. What was I going to do? So we went out, and when I was, we were at the club, it wasn't happening. So the only person you spoiled it for, who's kind of angry, me, bitch.
Oh shit!
You fucked with the wrong person.
Spoiler.
Why would you tell me that Tatum debuted when you know I've been so excited? She's my goth sweetheart.
Ask Nate why he did that.
Nate? Why did you ruin it, Nate? You know what I want to do as a puppet?
Jeremy can vouch on that one.
I want to make you my puppet, bitch. I'm going to put your hand up your ass and make you talk. All right. That's a little inappropriate. Milo's already upset. We don't need to start a fight here. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried, but he's kind of angry. I'm just... Silence! You spoiled it for me. And now... Suffer! Okay. Puppet Jake is angry. Milo wants his ball.
Upset.
He's very upset. He loves his goth mommy, and he did not want to be spoiled. So he's very, very upset. Milo with this ball is about to be upset. But there we go. So yeah, I loved the intro. And then they make it even better. They have Trick come out and they're having a fucking U.S. title match on this show. A U.S. title match. And who just lost it? Trick. He's getting his rematch here against Taker Corbin. That's right. Did you see it? He came out on the motorcycle. That was badass. I did like it. Undertaker coded or not, I like that they had Baron Corbin have this awesome, unique entrance when you already have Trick so over.
I like it. Oh, yeah, man.
And Trick, he loses, but he gets fucking clobbered, Cody. You know?
He gets clobbered like a motherfucker.
He gets destroyed with that belt. They fucking...
I like it.
I don't understand why Baron Corbin has the fur belt now.
Yeah, they want to sell titles, so they're just having him push that for a little bit. I think Baron Corbin's going to get his own title.
Is having barbed wire on her title?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the stylist of Raquel and Liv called us dumb. Hold on. I don't know if I can find this, but...
Yeah, if you can, send it to me and we'll post that, but... The historical landmark from the 90s. It was indeed Dory Funk Jr. Look at that. So
I'm sorry. See,
that's awesome.
Why is the stylist? The stylist and Liv get mad if you don't understand every detail in their gear. I don't pay attention to every little detail in the gear like the fans.
I don't care about the gear. Look at this though. Pico's got an autograph card by Dory Funk Jr. himself. Wonder if you can summon him now with the Ouija board and get him to sign it with Satan. That would certainly give you a valuable commodity, right? An edge over the competition. Now we got Mello attacking Corbin backstage. We've got them two next week. You did find it. All right. There we go.
Messenger. So like with the Raquel's custom design title, basically.
Yes. All her logos have barbed wire, and so does pretty much all her gear for the past 2 years. Y'all kind of dumb in the comments, saying Raquel Rodriguez has a custom women's IC championship with barbed wire. So the fact that she's had...
Because people wanted to know why she had it on the title.
Yeah, the fact that she's had all of this. I mean, yeah, I like the belt too. It's a cool idea, but here's the thing. Everybody is going to get a signature title now because TKO is prioritizing money over sense, or sense over sense, basically.
My question is, though, if people were questioning it, like we were on Raw, why she had that all over her belt, if people are really questioning it, obviously Raquel didn't do a good enough job explaining her history on barbed wire. Right or wrong?
Yes. And I mean, we've got Nakamura teasing he's got a new faction, maybe. He sends a message to the MFT teasing a new tag team. I'm curious too. You know, the Great Kabuki could be his partner,
Enzo.
But right? Enzo. Now we're talking. I genuinely am not sure who the fuck they would have. I've gone through the roster and I'm like, all right. So people are like, maybe Naraku because he's a front runner for it. They have Takahashi coming in. So maybe Hiromu Takahashi doesn't go to NXT and he just comes right in. Or what if they have Solo? He's the wild card because he built the MFTs. He was the one to start the MFTs, so they have him come in to destroy them. Cage side seats, they said that there are plenty of possibilities. Naraku could be getting a roster call-up from NXT. Takahashi has been rumored to be coming to WWE for months now. Even Finn Balor needs something to do after he was pushed out of the title scene unceremoniously at SummerSlam. I will say they had no follow-up on that. Ilya Dragunov, who hasn't been on TV for a while, should be doing something with anyone, so that would be good. I'm overall still intrigued, though. I am curious, so I'll give them that. At least they have that going for them at this point in time. Like, I am genuinely intrigued by the storyline. Overall, I think it's a good thing.
Made something interesting. See, there's a lot of things to look forward to on SmackDown now.
Absolutely. Now, I even loved Sami Zayn talking to Aldis, being like, you fucked me, you screwed me, I hate you. And then Kevin Owens shows up and he's like, you stole my spot. And Kevin's like, you would have done the same thing. It's a very good back and forth. And Kevin says that August 22nd in Toronto, 3 weeks from now, I'm going to have my match. So 2 weeks, excuse me. 2 weeks from now, I'm going to have my match.
Do you put the title on him?
No, not yet.
No?
I think Sammy costs him or something along those lines.
To get even of some sort, right?
There's going to be some type of, I do want the title on Kevin though. I just don't see it happening in Toronto.
I could
on
see
SmackDown.
Nick Aldis wrestling again against Sami Zayn though, because of what Nick Aldis did to him. I could see Nick Aldis end up getting into it again because Triple H asked him not to get into any more fights with talent, and he's already getting into stuff with Sami Zayn. So I could see Nick Aldis fighting again. I don't know about you.
I know. And that's when Baron Corbin got attacked by Carmelo backstage. Like, things are progressing well. Everything just flows. There was no dead moments where you're like, all right, here's a lull. It was like amazing intro, great conversation, setting up more story and things that are important, because you couldn't have a hot match on it. Like, you have to set up the story through all of it. And that's really important here, because now we can get a bunch of matches out of this, as we are slowly. And they're all leading to something bigger, which is the title and where it goes. Now. We got Chelsea Green, who is no longer the interim women's champion. She is the official women's champ.
Did they make it official?
As far as I'm hearing, it's official. So Rhea had surgery. They're stripping her, and that's why her shirt says Forever Champ. And they crossed out the interim. I love the shirt, the pyro, the celebration. Here's my issue. And this is going to sound very nitpicky, but this is genuinely a problem that I had. Why, in God's name, did they have to put the focus on Tiffany? Everything was like, here's my best friend, the better wrestler, the better person, the one that's prettier than me and even greater. There's Tiffany Stratton. Yay. Don't you love her? Hey.
I don't know if you thought it too.
Yeah. It certainly had that feel to it. And she's like, oh, I appreciate everybody sticking with me from the beginning, but Tiffany should be the champ because she's amazing. Well, shit. But that's when Fallon Henley, JC Jane, and Lainey Reed interrupt. This is where I have another issue. And I get why, again, they're doing this. They want JC to go for the mid-card belt, but they should have set that up from the very get-go. Having her go against Rhea and for the women's title and making her immediately feel like this contender for the main women's title. Now you're setting her back, essentially going for Tiffany's U.S. title. It's not bad to be a singles champ while the girls have the tag titles, of course. But I feel like it's a step backwards. And it kind of makes her seem like, oh, well, I can't beat Chelsea, or I whatever, can't get the job done, so I'm going against you first. Like, why wouldn't she want the women's title? I'm genuinely confused here, Cody. Like,
Yeah, I don't understand anything that's going on here either.
Tiffany's better as a heel, so her praising Chelsea and being a face is awkward. JC saying,
I can't even say anything on Twitter anymore with this one, because that's another conversation I read of them. They're like, Tiffany's the perfect baby face.
Oh God, no, she's not. She's always been
again,
using that word heel code.
Liv is the natural heel. Like, if anything, it's the opposite.
Everything in NXT that was great about Stratton was her heel, annoying, spoiled persona, where she had the world on a platter. It just doesn't. So she's spoiled rotten, and she's given everything, and she cuts the line, whatever she can to better herself. Yes, but now you're supposed to cheer her.
She cashed in on Nia Jax, though, doesn't mean she needed to turn face. I hate those little simple reasons. Oh, she cashed in on her partner. That
Now,
doesn't automatically mean she needs to be a face, right?
out of everything on SmackDown, this tag match was very good, but this to me was like the biggest fuck up or flaw of the night because they end up having so much go on where they pin Chelsea Green. So the whole setup to this, which I haven't explained yet and really is the most important part, but I'm just a dipshit. If they give them a tag title shot, then Tiffany will give JC a U.S. title shot next week. So now we have 3 title matches next week. We'll get into that for the preview, but my goodness, I mean, they really are, laying it on thick here. So they get their women's tag title shot, and they get a 7-minute and 51-second match. That's it, and it ends in total disarray.
I would have done here. I love Fatal Influence, but like if you're gonna have a setup of some sort, I would have either rather have Tiffany turn heel. I would have had either them actually win, go like full push Chelsea to the moon kind of thing,
Yep.
and have them be double champs, or don't have this match at all.
Yes, you nailed it. So make it work. And instead they don't. And Chelsea gets pinned. Your brand new, no longer interim, but forever women's champ gets pinned. Why couldn't Tiffany get pinned here? Because she's going to face JC next week? Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't that intrigue you for next week? So, oh no, she got pinned and beaten by her. So how is she going to beat her next week and retain her title? She's not facing Chelsea. So beating Chelsea doesn't help the cause for her going against Tiffany. And then you're pinning your women's world champ with straight bullshit. Chelsea goes and she gets a stunner on Fallon Henley. And then she goes for the unprettier on Laney. But then JC comes out and distracts her. And that's immediately when Tiffany starts to fight with JC. And she hits the rolling encore on Chelsea as she tries to take everybody apart. So now you've got the two of them hit the fatal flaw. Chelsea gets pinned and they get the win. They retain their titles. That was bad enough as is to me. All right, you could have had the heels win in a multitude of other ways. Chelsea shouldn't have been pinned. You're building to the match next week of who? JC and Tiffany. So why pin Chelsea, your women's champ? Then you have Lash Legend and Nia Jax appear. And I get what they're going for because Nia's going for Chelsea. She wants the main title, but it's going to be Lash that also wants the main title. So it's going to be a feud there. None of this interests me. And it's not just because it's Nia. Nia's worked well in other feuds.
I don't have an issue with Nia anymore,
regards.
actually. I don't like Lash. I don't know. I don't think she.
I like Lash as a wrestler. I haven't enjoyed her since she's come up to SmackDown.
I don't know. I think she looks a little green.
I think she is slightly. Yeah, she is still a little green. I won't argue there, but I still enjoy her. It's just that I enjoy her solo more or away from Nia because she tries to be too much like Nia.
Do you think in the future she'll eventually grow on me? The Lash.
Yes. Pun intended, yes. I think Lash will help you grow. I mean, will grow on you. And I think she will matter in the long run. She's going to be a big deal, especially tied to Trick. And I mean, that is what it is. But the match was just sloppy. And then you get both Chelsea and Tiffany. They're over with the live crowd. But the finish, I mean, they dropped Chelsea on her fucking head. And not only did they drop her on her head, but then they pin her as the women's world champ. What are we doing here? You almost killed her, and then you ruined her title run already. Come on, help me out. Not every win and loss is a huge deal, but your first match, I mean, non-title, yeah, but this was not it to me. This was the biggest miss on SmackDown, and I am all about the women's division. I really enjoy fucking Fatal Influence. I'm excited that JC has a title shot next week, but I wish it was for the women's title. I don't want Chelsea to lose, though, so they're going to give. It should be, but they want JC as a champ. They want her as a champ now. and they can't wait for Chelsea 6 months from now, 3 months from now, whatever, to lose the title. So they're going to take it away from Tiffany and give it to JC. Then you have all of Fatal Influence as champions. They're all strapped and draped in gold. That's what they want.
I would have preferred. That's fine. I guess
it's not terrible. That's the problem. It's just not great. And you keep coming back to it being like, but like that's my main issue when you're like, but that doesn't make sense, or that, and it takes you out of it for a minute. Once that happens once with wrestling, it's so hard to get you sucked back in. It really is. So I'm out of that. I
will have to agree with that.
Eat more coffee. So they had a really funny, as we mentioned earlier, Sami Zayn, Johnny Gargano rant with Punk. I love this as well. But the main story here is Randy Orton coming out after the Brock Lesnar retirement tribute. So do you think it's an alleged retirement, or do you feel like, yes, he is actually retired?
I'm not sure. I think, like, it depends because where WrestleMania is next year. Like, you never know.
Yeah, I know. It's Riyadh season, baby. So, combat sports icon, 10-time WWE champ Brock Lesnar retires. And we've got ESPN going on and on about how he's done. This is it. Saturday for Lesnar was it. The squared circle is done. That's everything he's got left to give. You know, all of his accomplishments, everything else, but that's it. And you look at his net worth and what he's got going on and everything else. Yeah, you need a subscription to read this, but basically he gained an extra $17 million in the last 2 years, allegedly. So Lesnar is not hurting for money by any means. I think he's done. I truly believe I think he's done. And even with the Saudi stuff, like, who does he face? Who does he come back to? Like, what's the purpose? What's the point? What's the benefit? All of it. I think he's done. That's it.
Like, it wouldn't surprise me if he is, so.
Yeah. I mean, honestly.
He's hurting, it sounds like, so I wouldn't blame him.
He's in pain and he's exhausted and he wants to be with his family. So,
can't fault a man for that.
You know, Randy talks about, you told me to be this way. You told me to you know, be the bad guy, be the legend killer. After 20 years, you want an explanation that I don't owe to anyone? I don't owe you jack. And I'm insulted that you gave me permission to be the best version of myself. But I'm going to kick your head in as hard as I could, and then the best version of myself could never get number 15, but the worst version can and will. Really powerful. Ooh. Cody said, hey, I'm no longer bound by being the champ. I don't have to be the good guy. So, again, it's painting shades of gray between the confrontation of Cody and Cody and Orton, excuse me. Cody is acting different, and Cody being, you know, Orton being the catalyst for Cody to kind of turn heel would be very interesting. So I'm not sure how you feel with this one, but Milo's not happy.
I just want Cody Rhodes to turn heel any way possible at this point. Hopefully it isn't a fumble, but I would love to see heel Cody Rhodes because I think he also needs a character change.
Yeah. And granted, this was only a 2-hour show, but they really, you know, it was very character and story driven, which I enjoy personally, but we only got 3 matches. So there was a bit of lack of wrestling. I will say the Baron Corbin Trick Williams match, 10 minutes, damn good, but Tiffany and Chelsea against Fatal Influence, not great. A 7-minute match and just really didn't live up to expectations. Jade and Charlotte for the main event. Everything about this really came down to the debut of Tatum Paxley, flying off that top turnbuckle
That's
onto
what
Beef
I want
Ab
to
and
focus
Meechin.
on here. That's what saved this, because if Tatum Paxley didn't debut here, I would have said this was a main event overall.
Yes, because there was so many botches. You know, she goes for her Queen's Decree somersault thing on the outside, and Jade basically rolls out of the way early, and she ends up like basically slamming Charlotte into the commentary table afterwards, but it was like all mistimed. The whole thing just looked sloppy, and the German suplex coming out of break looked bad. There was another moment where Jade had to go ahead and she basically countered Charlotte at one point, and the way she was holding Charlotte down, Charlotte almost wasn't able to kick out legit. Like it was about to be a shoot 3 count. She got out at like 2.9. Jade goes for that big pump kick she does, and then Charlotte hits a chop block, and that's when Meechin and B-Fab come in. Alexa comes out. She's back. She's got the arm brace from the dislocation. And guess what? The lights go out, and it's fucking Tatum Paxley. She flies off the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Charlotte gets a power bomb, hits Sister Abigail. Love that she did that. Ends it with natural selection. 14-minute match. The ending was phenomenal, and this was a bad night for Jade in the ring. She couldn't take bumps. She couldn't deliver any offense. Like offense, defense, both bad. So I don't know why it was such a rough outing and why they had such a bad, mistimed a match or affair. But Tatum saved the show. I'm a huge mark for Tatum Paxley. I love her character. I love her unique moveset. This girl pulls out shit that in wrestling I've never seen done before, and that's a rarity. That doesn't happen anymore. You basically seen it all watching
beautiful.
this long. Yeah, it's incredible that she's a Cemetery Drive looks great. Like there's so many moves that she does that are just flawless in execution. Working with the right opponent, it seems like she's floating. Her and Blake were fucking amazing together. It was poetry in motion. Thanks to the Hardys, for that one. But Owens, Orton returning, Sami Zayn crashing out, especially on Gargano. We've got Cody kind of losing his mind, Punk being tyrannical with the belt. I mean, it's not the first time, but it happens. And then Tatum making her debut, Baron Corbin coming out on the Taker chopper and looking like a real badass there. Plus, Gunther. He's like, you can't be cursed. It only works if you believe in it. And I don't. He said it outright.
You are cursed.
And I'm like, nope, can't be cursed if you don't believe it. So crazy that that's the case. But I like that Gunther's going on like, hey, it only works if you believe in it. I don't. Everybody makes kids believe there's Santa Claus. And obviously, they all fall for it. He said, ending up leading to a discussion about, basically the longest reigning IC champ. And he said that I never believed in Santa. I never fell for that one. I saw through it. I said, you're not bullshitting me, Mom. It's not real. I know what you're doing. Whatever, Mama. Put it under the tree. Fucking Gunther is such a heel that he's just killing Santa in the meantime. Speaking of population control, WWE is returning to Hawaii for the first time in 7 years, and they haven't been to India since I believe 2023, and they're supposed to go back there beginning of next year, so that'll be great. But yeah, what do you think? The ending of this show, Jade had a hard match, not in the sense of like hard fought, but just hard to fight. Tatum debut
I'm not going
was
to complain
great.
about that specifically. Like the main event, and like, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but like the woman's stuff is the stuff that fell flat on the show.
Yes.
So everything else was actually really good. So I'm going to give this show a 7.5 out of 10.
I was at a 7, so I feel like we're in
I
a
think my
good
highest
range there.
SmackDown rating ever.
Yeah, I mean, it might be. I think so. 7.5 is certainly a really fair score. I'm at a 7, and if there was maybe one more match or a better outcome in the second match there between Fatal Influence and Tiffany and Chelsea, maybe. But yeah, Nate's giving it a 7 out of 10. Milo gave it a 5 out of 10. I really liked how they set up next week entirely.
I did as well. Like that's something I missed from the Triple H era because he used to do that a
Yep.
lot, and he hasn't
Absolutely.
done that in a while.
No, next
So
week we
maybe-
got Tiffany and
Maybe those
JC.
reports are true. Like
Yeah.
they're getting like people got under their ass about the bad creative, and maybe because we've had back to back good shows. Both nights at SummerSlam were pretty decent. Raw was alright, and SmackDown was good. So hasn't really been a bad show since those reports came out that they're
I know.
under their ass there.
What are you yelling about, huh? He's got his bear. That's what it is. Come here, you pig. Can I reach it? His little cummy bear. Look at this thing. It's been destroyed to shit. It's got tape on it. Keep him distracted. So, yeah, 7.5 and a 7. Liz gives it a 7.5. Nate said a 7. Feels fair. And apparently they made the puzzling decision to add Tatum Paxley, who says, I love my new friends there. This is on SI's The Takedown. She goes ahead and says that, the outside interference led to the fury. That is Tatum. And why did they add her? It was just a pure roster depth standpoint. You're like, hey, this doesn't make much sense. SmackDown has 18 competitive women, and that doesn't include, Rhea Ripley, who's expected to miss several months. So we need people on Raw. Adam Pearce only has 13 women over there. And the real number is closer to 8 because of Asuka, Bayley, Natty, Maxine, like Ivy Nile. A lot of those don't count. So, apparently Lola Vice is going to be joining the SmackDown roster as well because she's going to be traveling with her boyfriend, Damian Priest. You used to make the joke, bring them all to SmackDown, but now it seems like that's actually the case. So
you mind that? I don't know if I want all these people on Raw now because you're just going to either get stuck in you'll definitely get stuck in the Judgment Day vortex because they have the Intercontinental and the Women's World title.
Yes. So you know why this happened? Allegedly, of course, but the rumor says, according to False Finish, Charlotte wants a group. Her and Alexa wanted a few other members, and she wants to have herself have her own type of face Judgment Day group. Therefore, sources indicate to False Finish that Charlotte Flair requested to have Tatum join her and Alexa Bliss on SmackDown. It's Charlotte desiring to lead a group. And the decision in a vacuum is perfectly fine.
How often do babyface factions work? Like, they work at...
But look at the problem too, because we have, like, they mentioned Blake Monroe, but what about Jade, Cargill? All right, we've seen her a bunch, but whatever happened to the Juggernaut? Jordan Grace. She's a juggernaut, bitch. Yeah, right here. Jordan Grace hasn't appeared live since April. Julia got beat in 2 minutes in a qualifying match, and then that's it. They already have a ton of talent, and now they're bringing up Tatum. They don't have enough time to go ahead and utilize all the women they do, but Raw has no one for Alexa to face. Alexa and Tatum would be great right now. Alexa and Lola Vice would probably be great. They need, or not Alexa, Liv and Lola Vice and Liv and Tatum. They need people to face over there. I mean, Jordan Grace should be on Raw. There's no reason to not have them be used this way. And that's really the issue because what they're doing is just minimalizing the time that we get with a lot of these talents. So you end up we see them so, few and far between. It doesn't really matter, sadly.
Yep. Well, SmackDown has the better women's division and main event scene right now. That is fact.
And you're a loudmouth pain in the butt. Go get your bear. So one of the things I did want to discuss is that everybody's been going nuts about Becky. She pulled out the line on Monday talking about Liv. She essentially pulled the AJ Lee line where, talent isn't sexually transmitted. You're not even the best one to sleep with Dom.
And people are saying that's disgusting.
It's
Liv wouldn't
disgusting.
say
It's
anything like that to
unfair.
her
Liv
opponent.
would never agree to this. How dare you bring this up? All she did was call you a bad mom. So
Liv's professional when she calls people names.
right. Here's the thing, though. When you peel it all back, come to find out, Becky Lynch's line to Liv was always planned. During the verbal back and forth, obviously they had the line edited out on Netflix. We saw that happening, but it was always planned to happen. Becky planned all of this to be said. It was in the rundown. It was not an improvisation. You're not even the greatest women's champ to sleep with Dominic Mysterio. Talking about Rhea, obviously, they cut it out of the Netflix broadcast. Per Corey Brennan and Fightful, they said we have debunked a lot of this now officially. None of this was not cleared, but what wasn't cleared was Liv's part. The mom lines, the retorts. You can almost see Becky get mad legitimately at that point, being like, that's your reply and that's what you're going to bring up. And that's the thing. That is real. Becky has to take time away from her family, from being a mom, from her kid to have this type of match and to have these feuds and be on TV. But you didn't actually sleep with Dom. He's married and you're in your own relationship and we'll hope anyways. But
The Liv Dom stuff is fake.
it's fake, but she really is a mom. So you bringing this up, Becky Lynch's line was always
This isn't
planned.
the first time Liv has done that, though.
Liv's wasn't. And
Liv has
according to
always
Fightful,
gone for the most personal thing ever. And
she attacks outright.
defended
And
it
Liv
sometimes.
says heinous things, and the fans are like, oh, it's just a work, it's just a story, it's make-believe. But it's not. She finds things that are real and personal and that you're insecure about. I'm sure Becky is worried, like, am I spending enough time with my kids? Am I doing these things right? That's fucked. And it says a lot about Liv and her fan base, especially. The fan base has been...
like, what the stuff Liv has said to Rhea, we tried to defend because she's a heel. The stuff she said to Stephanie Blacker, we defended with Liv fans because Liv's a heel. But as soon as something says something bad about Liv, that's disgusting. Liv would never say something like that. Are you giving Liv a pass anymore? Fuck that.
No.
Her fans
No.
make me. Speaking about it, I did
Yes.
get into a battle with. I sent it to you. Do you need me to
Yes.
send it to you again?
I have it here, yeah. And, you know, it's... Ooh, that's the other tweet. Let me pull the right one up. But yeah, you know, you've gone ahead and gone back and forth with several mental midgets online, Maddie being one of them. You know, it's like if you're going to shit on Liv's work, especially on a post she's literally tagged in, genuinely see yourself out of my comments. You know, and they're like, someone forgot to tell her not to talk about, you know, Liv's man. The funny part is you're actually proud of sleeping with Dom, is what Stephanie said, trying to be like, oh shit, you know, even Roman, you know, putting, oh shit, you know, people, and you said it, her heel run is so dead. We're resorting back to talking about a man she hardly interacts with. Catchphrases and Dominic. And she's like, are you trying to irritate me and disrespect Liv's work? Also, the fuck you mean she hardly interacts with Dom? Every single episode, they don't shut up about each other. Like, what are you talking about? What interaction have they had? How have they helped each other? Barely at all have they done anything since fucking Survivor Series when she returned. She got him the belt and then he lost it. Whoopee shit. What have they
Just
done
because they
together as
mention
the
each other's
like
name here and
before? They
And
were
they don't even
planning
look like a
things.
couple. The most they do is a quick hug and then noses.
Noses, because they're not because he's really married. And, you know, but the fact that are you trying to irritate me and disrespect Liv because you have an opinion?
And she's tagged in this, by the way.
Yes, you have an opinion. If you're gonna shit on Liv's work, see yourself out of my comments. Like, yes, and it's like, no, I can have an opinion. So people can't dislike, repetitive writing. And she's like, you can dislike whatever you want. I don't care. But coming in here and saying her heel run is dead because of some goofy shit on social media, it has nothing to do with the social media stuff. Nothing. If you want to go ahead and talk about the gay conversion camps and all of her terrible stances and stealing money from the LGBTQ fans and never donating it and all the awful things that she's actually done as a terrible person online, fine. Put that and put a pin in it. Here's the thing. Coming out every week and just screaming of all time, not defending your title, not wrestling, and then being forced into a scenario where you choose to be in a tournament rather than actually defend your title.
Once in the promo, like Maddie is saying, she'll be like, ladies and gentlemen, I am the greatest of all time. Then Stephanie Becker is jealous because I'm the greatest of all time. And then you want to know what? Raquel's the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Dominic Mysterio is the greatest men's intercontinental champion of all time.
And
Dominic Mysterio is also the greatest Mysterio of all time. Then she'll go to commentary as a manager and say, guys, Roxanne Perez is the greatest rising star of all time. This is what she does. Then they'll have a backstage segment after the match. How dare they disrespect me? Do they not know I'm the greatest of all time?
But she's a heel. She's a heel. It's supposed to make you angry. But see, there's a difference. Like, even when you go back and you think about like the Midnight Express, people chucking batteries at them and fighting with them and throwing things at them, like, because they were so angry at these men. But you're not getting that now. You're not getting any response. People are sitting on their hands. She's talking like before. They used to boo Dom out of the building, and it was a fun thing to do. So people got into it. That's why Dom got over, because it was kind of a meme to boo him, so you couldn't be heard. Who could be the loudest crowd booing? Basically, was what it came down to. We don't get that now. People just don't give a shit. Oh, it's because they don't want to boo Dom. No, because they don't care. Dom has lost every single match all year long, hasn't won shit, has been beaten by everybody, defeated by everybody, but he's still the #1 champion in AAA.
And that's another thing I've said. Like,
he's not defended the belt,
holding them all back and hurting all of them.
Because he's not defended the belt in AAA.
Look what he does on his own. Look at his own in AAA now. Like, he gets cheered. He's fine.
But he's not defended the fucking belt at all. He's not done anything with it. He's not gone ahead and even barely been featured like a top star. It's been El Grande. It's been anything but. She's like, you're acting like the Becky line said is a reflection on Liv's heel work. It is. It absolutely is, because she had no response but to say, well, you're a bad mom.
You're a bad mother and
because you don't because you're a wrestler, you're not spending time with your kids. How many women work? How many women have a job? How many have careers and aren't home with their kids? That's why daycare is thriving. But that's what you're focusing on. As where Becky goes ahead and makes a joke about you being sloppy seconds with Dom.
Becky explained why she's the worst champion of all time. You become a valet. You've done this, done that. You're just jealous because I'm the greatest women's world champion of all time. Like, so you didn't even acknowledge what Becky said about the bad stuff in the heel run. Just say, I'm the greatest women's world champion of all time.
That's it. And then that was basically all of it. That's it.
Oh, boy.
There's nothing else to it. There's nothing to be, like, inferred from it. It's all just bullshit at the end of the day. And sadly, that's what it was.
Like, you understand Liv is tagged in the, like, trying to, is that a threat or something?
We got Miley quiet down because Trevor, the squirrel, I wish I could show on the camera, is in the window right now eating his food. So Trevor's keeping Miley quiet.
Get me nervous a bit though, or something like Liv's what?
Yes, that was supposed to be an intimidation tactic. Liv's tagged in this. How dare you speak bad on her? Now she's going to see that you're not a loyal soldier, and then she's not going to post your stories. Like, you're going to lose the chance for her to interact with you, because and she does. She weighs her celebrity status.
You saw my story
as a bargaining chip.
And then she'll go and view all the stories I didn't tag her. Then her mom will view my stories. Then her real life boyfriend will view my stories. And one of her sisters, like, I'm like, what the hell?
It's
They
weird.
all decided to.
Yeah. And that's when they do it, when you're finally not agreeing. So it's supposed to be some type of
They'll look
tactic.
at me to make sure
some
that you
type
better not
of-
be talking bad about it.
Yep, you better fall in line, like I said. And sadly, that's the case. But hey, at least we got Trevor to keep Milo quiet. I wish you could see it. The squirrel's hilarious. But I don't know. I'm so frustrated with that entire
And I
fan
even
base.
acknowledge I was the more reasonable one in this. Like I said, from 2024 to maybe a little early 2025, the heel run was good.
Oh, absolutely. That's why she was a top star. She killed it from 24 to late 25. And then we got nothing. It became the same.
You know what? Are you on Twitter?
thing.
Let's ask Grok. Maybe Grok can send copy the link to Grok to the interaction and ask who's more right. Let's see Grok's answer.
Let me see if I can get this.
Can we do that?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's
Will Grok
find out.
Answer. Or will
Let's
it say I'm
find
an
out.
AI? I don't have.
I don't have opinions, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're just lacking anything of value at this point, and that's really just boring and tedious in the worst way possible, because it's, they're a heel, okay, and that's
That's the
supposed to
lamest
excuse
excuse ever.
everything.
Heels don't annoy me. Do heels really annoy? I don't think I've been annoyed by a heel ever in my life of watching wrestling, because I know it's scripted.
I've certainly gotten into it, but that's the thing.
I'm not.
A lot of people go
this is
like
bad,
it's real.
Bad. People don't understand that it's bad, not heel annoying.
We'll see what Grok says, but I said, who is right in this interaction? We'll see if Grok can even formulate the proper opinion without being like, I have to be neutral. We'll see. Grok sometimes can be pretty surprising, but that's the thing with Liv. It's not interesting. It's not exciting, and it's not anything that deserves that top spot. There isn't a moment, a match, anything. All right, now it loads. They said Cody is right in this interaction. The exchange is standard wrestling fan disagreement over Liv Morgan's heel presentation. Cody's core point is substantive and fair. The character has become repetitive by this year, still defaulting to the same Dom references. He explicitly separates having fun online from the broader issue and lack of evolution and overuse. He frames it as booking character observation, not personal hate, and notes he would apply the same standard to anyone. Maddie's replies, basically, do not engage that substance. They treat the criticism itself as illegitimate because the performer supposedly doesn't care. That is a common Stan deflection, and it's weak. Audience reaction and product freshness matter to the show regardless of whether any individual talent reads Twitter. Very true. Social media work is part of modern WWE character presentation, so over-reliance on the same material there is fair game to note. Look at that, 2 for 2. She doesn't care. That doesn't refute the claim. That act has stalled. It just changes the subject. And that's what I tell you every time. They either move the goalpost, and they're like, well, what about this? The what about isms or the changes. Fans are allowed to call out stagnation.
And if you read the whole thing, I even said the same thing about Cody Rhodes being a good guy. It's random.
Yeah.
How many times have I said that about Cody Rhodes? It's not just Liv.
But here's the key right here. Right here. Basically, Maddie's demanding immunity for Liv. Maddie's response is treat any observation as shitting on her. So anything you say that isn't she's the greatest of all time is shitting on her. This is less coherent position in the exchange. So great job, Grok. Loved it. Loved the
wow, I'm surprised they actually gave
support there.
Damn.
Right?
Grok's my favorite AI. You know what?
Yeah, Liz brought this photo from a tweet. We have it in our feed. It's going on up top there. But you see Solo and Royce Keys together, 7 and 9 years old in the background. Here they are at 33 and 35. So they've been real legit friends for, well over almost 3 decades. That's incredible to see. But we got that popping up over here in our SmackDown/news image slideshow. So, but thank you, Liz, for pointing that one out. Yeah, Grok's got a bit of a streak, a hot streak, because I agree. Vince McMahon is going to have to pay almost $43 million in the merger settlement. So what had happened was, because basically they took the deal and worked with a Silver Lake subsidiary that was TKO, they didn't give people a complete picture to the full settlement. How it worked is Vince took this deal, even though it wasn't the best deal, because Ari and others would keep him in power. And had the Wall Street Journal not made that report, Vince would still be in power. Had everything not gone ahead and come to light the way it did with Janelle, and he just kept paying her, Vince would likely still be the head of creative, and that would be that. Because McMahon and Ari...
Do you think he's going to come back in any capacity at all?
I think they had... Well, Bruce Pritchard's still there. So like I say, he's already got eyes and ears tied to the established, place, no doubt about it. But I could see Vince not in a TV role, but I could see them being like, well, things are going bad, creative's hurting, whatever, and they bring him in to be like a consultant type role. But the shareholders basically are getting, $45 million just about from Vince because he went ahead and prioritized his own future over making money. So, we had Tatum Paxley come up, but WWE filed the trademark to Vice City, Cody. We've got this going down weeks, months before the GTA 6 release. WWE is trying to freaking trademark Vice City. Yeah, so we'll see how that works. I don't think that's going to happen. Who would win that?
I think Rockstar would definitely.
I think
because
Rockstar
they had that
would.
for a while, right?
Yeah.
Then they have
decades at this point. So since the early 2000s. And poor JR is going in after saying he's had a blessed career. He's letting everybody know that, much like me, he's going in for brain surgery. And he said he's not giving up hope of working again. And he's trying to attend All In August 30th if possible. But he lets everyone know that, he does need, brain decompression surgery. And it's happening, any day now. And that's the, legitimate worry. So thoughts and prayers with him as well. Like I said, SmackDown is pushing. Baron Corbin is not a young up-and-coming talent, but he is new, and they want to make him a big deal. Gave him the title right away, the motorcycle entrance. They're making the ladies a big deal. Fallon Henley, Lainey Reed, JC Jane, they all came in very strong. They're the women's tag champs already. As we're on Raw, he's knocking up wins, but he's not going anywhere. Honestly, I know it's kind of ridiculous, but the problem is that Roman's the champ on Raw. But Javon should be the new youngest champ of all time. He should take away Randy Orton's legacy, there and be the new youngest champ of all time. He said he would bring back the big gold belt.
Of all time. No, say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it.
Time needs to happen. So Javon even said Grayson Waller is the fucking man, basically. He's like, I feel like the roster on the men's side of NXT are trying to do their thing, but the women are crazy. So hopefully this wakes the men's locker room up. He said, Grayson is going to have to take over and become champion, and I feel like nobody wants that, but he's the only one trying to wake up the men's roster. He's right. I mean, NXT is good, but far from great.
I like Grayson Waller a lot. Grayson is the man.
Yeah, exactly. So Grayson Waller has always been exciting, and now I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens. You know, what do they do with him going forward? We'll see. But Rhea Ripley, we talked about it the other day. She underwent the knee surgery, poor thing, and she's going to be out for some time right now. We don't know exact time frames, but it's about a 4 to 6 month recovery period from now. So the earliest we'll see her is like, you know, after the Rumble, maybe the Rumble, but probably after.
Yeah, like that's unfortunate. Like it was definitely worse than what it was.
So what happened, because the Vikings quarterback McCarthy suffered a bucket handle tear in 2024, which is what she had. And he got the full repair, but then he needed a second surgery like 3 months later to reduce swelling. So anything's possible. We see her in a brace. That's what I need right now. My meniscus is dulled and torn to shreds, and that's basically it. You know, it's unfortunate, but she's looking at like probably 6 months minimum. She had a severe meniscus tear, and that's why I'm going to get scoped, and I'm going this Wednesday to schedule that surgery. So it's not great, but hopefully she can recover now. 22 years in a row, Randy has held the record of youngest world champion in WWE. So that's why I said Javon, it'd be cool to see him take that from him. But the NFL suspended Brock Rechsteiner, of course, Scott Steiner's son, making him ineligible for the first 6 regular season games. They don't know why. We don't know why he's been suspended. The NFL has yet to disclose the reason for suspension. So he was trying out for the New Orleans Saints as a wide receiver, and he'll be allowed to practice and play in preseason games before his suspension kicks in. I'm curious, you know, Braun Breaker's cousin as well, but I'm curious why he was suspended for that many games. So we'll see if anything comes out about that specifically. But the Saints rookie is now out for 6 games for performance-enhancing drugs, it's saying now. Ooh, not good. PDEs.
That's sneaky
a
little
Steiner? A Steiner on performance-enhancing, or PEDs, not PDEs, PEDs. The PDEs, the performance drug enhancement. The performance enhancement drugs. Hey, it's okay. He's sitting there squawking like a parrot. That's unfortunate, though, to be found, you know, guilty of that. Now, last but not least, we talked about Rhea. We mentioned Brie Bella. She broke her scapula in 3 places. The referee offered to call off the match, but she's such a badass, so tough that she pushed through it. She said, "I have to do it. I just got to keep going. I could make it." The martyr, Brie Bella. So proud of her. Amazing.
Congratulations.
She had to show the strength there.
Tough son of a. Mm-hmm.
I gained the ability empathy.
See? And she tried to hold back, but she had to show just how strong she was. How,
Hassan Piker!
Do you have him?
I'm coming to kill you! Hassan Piker! I'm coming to kill
Who's
you!
that? Who's in your background? You?
Milo's yelling again. God damn it. Sorry. Buddy. No, not now. What about the WWE tournament bracket?
Spaz, what do you think about that?
Naomi.
Spaz.
Oh.
We're good. Duck. Runs in the family. Same like the performance-enhancing drug with the Steiners. Yikes. Allegedly. WWE revealed the tournament bracket to determine Roman Reigns' challenger in Mexico. In Mexico. Did you see this? We got our challenger set up. The World Heavyweight Championship.
Is it the whole Luchador tournament?
Yes, the #1 contenders tournament.
Did you wear that Luchador outfit I sent you to apply for this tournament? Right?
Yes, and they told me, please stop sending emails to my family.
Oh.
They didn't want any more applications. They also threatened something about an
What, you sent
arrest.
it to the family members?
I wanted to make sure the producers saw it. I thought I made a really, really, really good luchador. Just like Asian Jake in New Japan, and Jake Gordon in NASCAR. You know? I thought we were I thought we were onto something, but no. They got Penta, Laredo Kid. They got Psycho Clown. Psycho Clown. Why would they bring in the clowns? Fucking clowns. Taking on L.A. Park Ah. Who is L.A. Park Ah? It sounds like
I have no
SGT
clue.
Slaughter. And then we have Dragon Lee taking on El Hijo D. Dar Wagner Jar. I told you I don't speak Mexico. And then we got Ray Fen X against E.L. Fiscal.
Still not speaking Mexico to me, damn it.
I'm trying here. Winner faces Roman on Raw in Mexico City. I don't think LA Park A is going to win, so it's probably going to be that crazy fucking clown. It's always with the clowns, every time. Penta is going to win this.
This is the easiest tournament to predict ever. Yeah, it's definitely Penta, and I think the final should be Ray Phoenix and Penta.
Probably will be, because E.L. Fiscal, nope, Ray Fen Ix is going to do it, and then what is it? E.L. Hijo D. Dar Wagner Jar against Dragon Lee. Dragoon? Lee.
I'm coming to kill you!
Milo. God. I think Penta and that Ray and the
you know
Dragoon.
Just have these luchadors all settle it in.
Yeah, because
thank you, William.
Thank you. That sounds probably like the best idea.
Calm down, William.
He's having a stroke again. Here we go.
Feed him some of that yogurt?
You're making him have a yogurt overload. I did, but I thought it was good for his digestive system. Look at this, Penta. He's going to win it all. Look at, here we go. He goes over here and he beats them, and then he goes down, and then he beats the clown, and he goes down. He's going to beat the Ray guy or the Dragoon, and then he's going to go over here, and he's going to lose to Roman. Roman's going to put him on his back and pin him.
Hold on, can I open this door?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had a barn in your... It says do not enter. Enter at your own risk.
Yeah. Listen, don't. Yeah, you don't want to be in there unless you're really. But look, see, now Penta's laying down and he's going to take the pin from Roman, and goes 1, 2, 3, he lost. Now Penta lost the tournament, and we're out of there. And now we wait for Money in the Bank.
So it's just a waste of time.
That's it. We're just waiting for Money in the Bank. I thought it was going to be El Grande Americano.
I guess it's fine because they're going to be in Mexico. You know what? Good to put the luchadors over, I guess. But bigger question of the day: Who is that guy in that barn? How did you meet him, and why is he in there?
All right. If you want me to tell you the truth, really quick. So, his name.
I don't hear you.
Pretty crazy, though. His family's been looking for him since. Roman is unfortunately not losing the title. Yeah, I know. It'd be fun if Penta would slap the shit out of Roman or anybody that's in that AAA tournament. But Penta's the only one that feels like a true competitor to Roman. And it's on a Raw in Mexico City. So... We're going to start August 10th on Raw, Penta versus Laredo Kid. And then AAA, the 15th, we'll have the Clown against L.A. Park A. Dragoon Lai is taking on that Haijo guy on the 17th Raw, as well as Re Fenix and E.L. Faiskol. So,
You know what? By that time, we're getting close to it. I don't know if we need to bring back a little mini into some more sports, but football season's on the horizon.
I know, and we do have our Into Somewhere draft coming up in about another week. So I'm looking forward to that as well, getting my butt spanked in fantasy.
I believe, did we do it on Wednesdays, right? Did we do our predictions? Or
Yes. And as of right now, I'm getting
we do our
beat
results on
by Liz,
Mondays.
118 to 222. She's destroying me, but she's just beating the shit out of me. Yeah, time to lose in football fantasy. Indeed, it will happen. But at least we'll go out with a bang. Yeah, she's got me 222 to 118 right now, just whooping my ass. I've got that guy. He's due to die, apparently. Another due to die guy. So many people about to die. It's really stressful. I didn't know so many baseball players were like that. Pico did let us know earlier that who was it here? There was one gentleman, I think it was in the Discord. They found out that the cocaine use exploded his heart. So rest in peace to that athlete. It's a hell of a send off, right? But apparently EC3 in that infamous video with him walking out, shuffling and looking like a piece of shit, was apparently the second match in the day. He was intentionally selling his leg from a previous injury in the match earlier, and he was supposed to look tired because it wasn't his first match. Like, he was supposed to be like trying to win this tournament or whatever. So that, I believe, because he still looks like he's in decent shape. He's got the pot belly, but I mean, hey, looks better than I do. Can't argue that. And Henry Davis will be sending a care package to Cooper Pratt after the game. Yeah, he went ahead and clocked him. Yikes. That's a rough go of it. So you go ahead and smacked him right in the ball bag in this one. This is one of Pico's ultimate picks here. Look at this. So the catcher goes ahead and goes to throw the ball, and when he releases, he smacks this lovely, Cooper Pratt right in the junk. See right there, smacked him. Boom. Oof. That's brutal. And let's go ahead and a little bit of Schadenfreude. Let's look at the yikes. Oh, slow-mo.
Woo!
Like that was a fist to the D. Look at this. Wow,
Jingle bell,
bam.
jingle bell, jingle bell.
Yo, that's a rough one. I mean, look at that. You got a full contact. Yeah, that's close enough. I mean, jingle bell rock on your cock. Look at that. Bam. Well, bam. When he said HJ's behind third base, not what he meant. Hell of a handy. Thank you, Pico, for Pico's picks. That's a hell of an update. Pico's picks. Dick punch. Yeah, regardless of species, indeed, that is brutal. Right in the family jewels. That's going to take you down. I'm giving SmackDown a 7. I know you gave it a 7.5. Everybody in the chat was around a 7 as well. Good to see that everyone's in the same vicinity. Hopefully, everybody has a great rest of their day. We've got Cody's birthday
That's the most unanimous
tomorrow.
we've been.
I know. We're all synced together. It's like we're sharing our periods. We finally synced up for SmackDown, though. Not for menstrual cycles. We've got your birthday tomorrow. That's right. Cody Onidi turning 19. It's going to be a hell of a day.
I am?
Isn't that what you said?
You got that wrong.
Oh, turning 22.
No.
37.
Well, not that old yet.
Oh, all right. 29.
A little younger.
All right. 26.
Just one more.
Oh, 28. 25?
There you go.
I was going to say 29. Damn it. Quarter century. Indeed. But we're going to celebrate. We got movie night. We got to find what Cody wants to watch for movies for his birthday. Here and out, we'll celebrate. And it'll be a great time. Check out the Discord for the event link, as well as our Twitter, that you can go ahead and find me at Countdown Ended. And make sure you're subscribed here at the like button and all of that jazz. But, Cody, tell these amazing people,
Yes,
my
sir.
friend, where the fuck they could find you.
You can find me over my Twitter or X, whatever you like to call it nowadays, at Cody_O_316. Don't worry, I didn't say Judgment Day era because that is a thing of the past. Fuck that group and goodbye. You can find me over on my YouTube also at Cody_O_316. And you can find me on my Instagram at Cody_Onidi_316.
Give me a hell yeah!
Yeah, got the use out of that button. I've got a new song coming out for all you amazing people as well. So after you're done going ahead and following Cody everywhere, make sure you check out Liz, DJ Anime 2016, on the one and only Twitch. And go ahead and give her a follow. She streams regularly. You can check out her schedule there. And it's always a great time over there watching her on Twitch be the best streamer in the universe for gaming. Thank you all for hanging out with us here tonight. Check out Spaz Phoenix Podcast on YouTube and Twitter as I guest host over there. We talked about a bunch of stuff with AAA, NXT, TNA, and WWE. So if you're looking for things outside of the main roster, go ahead and check us out. Liz will be streaming tonight, so long as the weather allows it. So you got more entertainment to come. And like I said, we'll be live tomorrow for movie night and Cody's birthday. Going to be a great time. Until then, I hope you all stay sexy. Thank you for hanging out for the SmackDown Into Somewhere weekly combo review, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Jake!
Yes, sir.